Welcome back to In Good Company. We do not have a guest this week. It's just Jeremiah and myself.
Man, you're a fool, bro.
Okay, so we were speaking earlier
Yeah.
about one of our friends. Girls don't like nice guys. We should just get into this.
Right into it?
Right into
fire?
it. Well, I was speaking with my sisters about it too. Do you have to go through a long list of not nice guys before you're like, I want a nice guy? So it's kind of true.
I feel like nice guys always end up married with the girl.
Which is the ultimate win.
That's the ultimate win. But maybe like, depending on the age group of the girl.
That's true. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you're in your late teens, early 20s, maybe even late 20s. You don't want the nice guy.
It's a slippery slope, man. It's a tough one because I want to keep that hope or idea of, no, girls like want a nice guy alive in my head, but I think at least in our bubble, maybe a lot of the people we know, people we're surrounded by, the case is not that strong.
I just look at the laundry list of, I'm not saying I'm a bad person right now. But like looking at the past relationships with myself, as well as all of my sisters, they did date the guy on the Harley that I knew. For instance, when I was a kid and one of my sisters would have a guy over, I'd be like, this guy? And they'd be like, you don't know anything. You're a little brother. 2 months later, won't talk to me or rip my heart out. I'm like, because I knew this guy was bad for
'Cause
you.
you knew.
And they kept doing it. Oh, rock star, professional skateboarder.
Well, guys
like,
can recognize it easier.
Yeah, I'm
guys
like, I
can
know
recognize
this guy.
another asshole. Like,
Yeah.
it takes one to know one.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, like, your sister brings home a dude that's like no good. You kind of be looking at him like, man.
But they don't. They have no idea. They have no clue. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're 14, and then sure enough,
Or they might
what happened?
have a clue. I feel like I think it doesn't even necessarily apply to gender, but I think men and women sometimes want to build a bear. They want a project. Oh, I can save him. I can make him not be this. I
Yep.
can make him not be an asshole. I see the best version of him, which isn't necessarily a bad idea, but you're trying to change somebody that might not want to change or might not think they need to change.
Or you're attracted to something that, like, I have a friend. He goes, "I'm attracted to girls that treat me like shit." Is what he says. And every girl he dates treats him badly, but he likes that. He likes the tension. He likes the.
He needs to go to therapy.
He should. Yeah, he thinks
That's what that sounds like
He
to
thinks
me.
it's a waste.
That sounds like he needs to be in.
He's like, why do I need to pay someone to listen to me? I got you, Judah.
He got-
He'll just call me and talk my ear off for an hour.
He needs some shit. He got to unpack some shit.
But I feel like even that for myself in like the history of my dating, I kind of picked the same. I have, right, picked the same type of girl, and it's never worked. Maybe I don't like nice girls. Maybe I like the girl who parties or goes out or.
Me
or
and you
did.
have a mutual friend who is talking to a girl now, and he's been as genuine of a guy as can be, and he's like calling me saying, "Oh, I don't think she's into me enough. She wants an asshole. She probably thinks I'm a simp." And I'm like, "Why? Because you've been like a good guy."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm just too nice." She even said I was too nice. And I don't know. I mean,
Okay, if they say that, is that a red flag?
Or
You're too nice. That's like, I would take that as a whoa, pump the brakes. You do want to be the nice guy, but you don't want them to say that to you. That's almost like a pat on the back. Oh, you're too nice.
Is it like friend zone?
If I heard that,
He's already had sex with the girl. So
definitely not friend zone unless it's the awkward friend zone.
she might be evaluating how she feels right now.
It's a fine line with love bombing and being the nice guy. Can't do, you know what I mean? You can't do the love bomb because then it's like too nice guy. It's a fine line.
He's like, "Bro, you have been assholes to girls in moments." And I was like, "Yeah, I definitely have in past relationships." And he goes, "And they're obsessed with you because of it." And I'm just like, "Bro," I'm like, "Dog, I'm single right now. Like, clearly my way does not work."
Yeah.
He goes, "No, it does, man." He's
When
like,
I can hear his voice.
he's convinced of it. I had to unpack how I evaluated or went into relationships in this last year and a half. I was like, "Trust me, my way is not the way." I was like, "Just be you, man. And if she's gonna hate on you or she's gonna think you're some simp," or he said something like, "She's gonna think she has me, like wrapped around her finger."
Yeah, you don't want that.
Give it some time. You're doing everything you need to do and more. If she
Chill.
can't appreciate you, she can't appreciate that. Like, she ain't for you, my guy. Like, just go ahead.
But it's also hard to know, like, oh, this maybe isn't for me, but I really want it.
Well,
That's me. Welcome to my life. Oh, this is not good for me. This is not serving me, but I can't get over that.
that's that toxic shit right there.
It really is, dude.
I mean, there's definitely the element of something you either want you can't have, or something that you know is not good for you, an addicting quality or addicting element to that makes you want to keep on going forward. Like sometimes the sex is so great, like everything else is just a fucking mess. But it's like, we're simple.
But
like
it's
dudes
great.
just be like, man, I don't know.
You can block out all the other things.
Yeah.
But just ignore them.
Yeah.
Which is bad. Because the other good things, like there's other things that are better long term than just that.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm learning.
Listen, being an asshole is not the way.
Nope.
Definitely not the way. I think you could be a manly man and be a good guy and be a genuine man without having to play the games and do all the toxic nonsense.
I think the game exists forever. It's just different ways of playing.
Our mutual friends calling me like, tell me how to play the game. You're the best at it. I told our friend, I was like, I don't want to play the game anymore.
I'm done.
I
hung it up.
I'm done playing the game. Like it's actually doesn't work for anybody in the long run. And you don't end up with a girl.
No.
And I'm like, so bro, just pump your brakes.
You win battles and you lose the war. The nice guys win the war. You said that.
Nice guys win the war. Maybe the assholes, fuck boys might win a couple of the battles, but they never win the war, man.
No, they go home alone.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of good things and bad things, what about good things? 5 stars. What do you got this week?
Yeah, my 5 stars for sure, Scent Bar.
You're obsessed with Scent Bar.
Scent Bar is amazing. They have one at the road downtown, and they have one on Beverly across from Burger She Wrote. And it's a cologne, perfume store, boutique store, but it's like all the colognes and perfumes you've never heard of. And it's the most magical scents in the world. I love going in there. I just go in there and just like talk to the dudes and try on like 4 scents, and they'll give you samples for free, and you can go home and just like figure out what works for you. But
yeah, you can go home smelling like 30 different countries.
how many dudes smell like, Avage Dior or so basic, like grow up.
That's what I was told because I went with him, which, by the way, you kind of have a headache after being there for a long time.
Yeah, fair.
But I told the girls there what I wore, and they were like, you're a scrub. I wear Chanel de Blue, Polo Black, Tom Ford. And they were like, you're basic. I'm basically a basic bitch of scents.
The tricks are for kids, like at some point.
I didn't even think about this. There are winter smells and there are summer smells, and you sprayed that linen beach smell.
I'm the type of guy, I think through seasons. And I think about how I want to smell in each season. Spring, summer, fall. Definitely winter is a more, I would say, a oodier scent, a darker, a warmer scent. Definitely a warmer scent. And then you got to think about, like, what is your daytime scent? What is your nighttime scent? And those two are different, typically.
I never even thought about that,
Yeah.
but it's so true.
Yeah.
You don't want to wake up and...
And I love like citrusy scents. So like in the summertime, like they got one that's like they have a tomato basil with like a citrus lemon at Scent Bar, and it's
a tomato basil.
It smells like you walk through a garden in the best way, like not a funky garden, but like
I was gonna say, it smells like you walk through Italy.
Dude,
if Italy made sense,
Italy could capture an Italian scent, just like, bro, I would never take it off.
Okay, so Scent Bar,
yeah,
5
Scent
star.
Bar is awesome. What is your 5 star of the episode of the pod?
I'm the biggest sparkling water guy around. Every time we go out to eat, that's sparkling water. I like the gas. Is what they say. Love sparkling water.
I love a good sparkling water. I order at every restaurant I go to.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And I was with my sister recently, and she literally was like, when you go to the store, get it, Mountain Valley. Mountain Valley sparkling water. It's the big green one.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
the blue
I like
label
Mountain
with the sparkling. It's literally the best.
I love
like
it.
there are other really good ones. Like you can do like the Waterloos, or I'm not a big LaCroix guy. Those are like 2 Spindrifts.
I hate Spindrift.
Yeah. Yeah, the other day when you tried that one, you're like,
my friend has a bunch of them in the fridge. They suck. I don't want to hate on Spindrift. I'm sorry. They might sponsor us one day.
Yeah. No, Mountain Valley Spring sparkling water.
Yeah.
It is so good. And you know what I love? It's big bottles.
They are, yeah.
I could crank like 5 sparkling water cans. You give me a big Mountain Valley. It's
that's
literally
right.
the best. 5 stars. Please sponsor us someday, Mountain Valley, because it's the best. It is so good.
Well, I'm learning to, I mean...
Well, here, historically, America has not done it well.
No.
When you think of like
Everything's
quality
industrialized.
product,
Everything's commercialized.
Italy, France,
Spain, Europe. Like,
Argentina.
I mean, Italy just passed a bill, like...
Yeah, no processed.
No processed, foods?
They did...
Candy, snacks?
I think it was a majority of processed stuff, but you cannot have artificial meat.
Oh, wow.
100% gone. You cannot have anything.
Wait, artificial meat?
Like Impossible Burgers.
Oh, like Impossible
Gone.
Beyond. Dang.
Yeah, gone. They will not allow it. Which is like, okay, what is their research saying?
Well,
Probably real bad for you.
there's a bunch of ingredients in those products I can't even
They're
read.
ridiculous.
I can't even pronounce. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm putting in my body.
Yeah, if it has 8 types of gum in it, I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mountain Valley.
Mountain Valley. Okay. Mountain
The
Valley. Shout out Mountain
best.
Valley.
Shout out Mountain Valley. Movies of the week. You're on movies. What do we got?
Good Time by the Safdie brothers,
So good.
starring Robert Pattinson. This is one of the most unique movies you're gonna watch. Like
They have such a New York like filmmaking style.
very gritty,
Yep.
very New York, and that movie takes you on a whole journey. Like I didn't know how it was gonna end, and it ends in a way where you just kind of like left feeling.
You don't see it coming either.
You don't see it coming, and you're left feeling a little like it's not like a happy ending.
Well, none of their movies are.
No, none of their movies are happy endings.
But neither are their. You know who their mentor is, right? You know
No.
who like took them under their wing was Scorsese. So
Uh,
Scorsese saw their short film and then was like, "Yep, you're my little proteges," which makes sense. You watch Scorsese movies; none of those really have like that. Oh
it's not a Hollywood ending.
no,
It's not like your
it's a
Spielberg
New York
endings.
ending. It's like a New York.
It's gritty. It's realistic.
Great performance by the Safdie brother as well as Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson killed it, man.
So
what a
good.
good movie, man.
Yeah, that's like they're the type of filmmakers that are like, oh no, cinema's not dead.
They give you hope.
They
give
do.
me hope. That
They do.
I'm not gonna watch like Fast and Furious 100. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of the same regurgitated storylines, plots, movies.
Think about like those smaller. We don't need blockbuster movies. We need movies like that that have a different perspective, that are original, interesting. Maybe they don't make you feel super happy at the end, but they're a good piece of art. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
It's a great movie of the week.
it is.
Good time. Definitely watch that.
What is your song of the week?
Song of the week
pod.
is by The Strokes. The new Abnormal album is called Selfless. And I've been
Selfless.
listening to it on repeat. Not selfish, selfless, which I love the title of it.
And what era is this?
Came out in 2020, this album. Like post Nirvana rock,
Okay, I
Yeah.
just missed rock, man. Like
2000s. The Strokes are it's great.
I think I need to educate myself more on rock across all eras because I don't know. I just didn't grow up on it. I just missed it.
It's not like necessarily like grungy. They have like ethereal synths and stuff like that. So it'll be in the
Selfless.
playlist. In the
I need a rock.
newsletter.
I need like a rock playlist from you because I just don't know anything about rock.
I mean, if you want to hand
Yeah.
over the keys to the palace, I'll make the playlist for this episode.
No.
He doesn't want to do it. I knew that was coming. That's like that's like a son asking to drive his dad's really nice car.
I mean, I'll let you take it out. I'll let you take it out for a spin
Well,
around the block.
What he means is he's gonna let me add like 2 songs.
Yeah.
Take it around the block.
We'll slowly work it into the playlist.
And remember, the only way to listen to the playlist is by signing up to the newsletter and getting the menu. So make sure you do that so you get the full playlist with 2 songs by yours truly. So going back to the being the nice guy thing and the history of not being it, you are never been an app guy.
No.
Never been an app guy.
I flirted with Raya, once upon a time, for a few months maybe, for like a season or 2. And I never met with anybody on Raya ever in my life. And then
Yeah, me neither.
the last year I've just last year and a half, like nothing. Like no apps. And I'll never get on an app again. I'll never have one on my phone. But you, on the other hand, have an extensive Raya background. You're what, 4, 5, 6 years deep on it or what?
I think I got it probably like 6 years.
What is it that you love about Raya? Is it just hard to delete because it's just something that's it's been a part of you've been a part of for so long?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's like a vape pen. You can't just put it down. Is it like just cold turkey? Is it just
Well,
hard?
I'm not really a big on any other apps besides Raya.
No, I think it's addicting.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you can't tell me there's not like a.
it's a recipe for success for me. I've gone on
Sexually.
or just
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure.
but also, for instance, I've met people on it that I've done photo shoots for and like modeled for their companies and stuff.
Yeah. That's great. But
It's cop out.
you can't tell me there's not like a dopamine hit when you get that ding ding, this girl match, ding ding, this girl. I've been with you when there's a whole bunch of chimes nonstop going off on your phone, and it's just right.
It's good because they're real. You have to get like vetted, right? So that's like, I had a friend that was on Bumble, and he's like, "This girl's so hot, look at her." And they started texting, and I saw green bubbles. I'm like, this is some dude named Jeff in the middle of Milwaukee. This is not some hot blonde girl that just sent you a nude 2 texts in.
Okay, yeah, maybe
You know what I mean?
the extra
Raya-
layer of
Yeah. Every
they
date
are.
that I've gone on Raya has been fun,
Yeah.
and they're all real.
Yeah, and you've had tons of success.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I went on dates when I was in Turkey because of Raya.
Yeah.
When I was literally on Raya in Turkey, I was like, who's in Istanbul? Oh, this girl that doesn't even speak English.
How was that?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Walk me through that night.
Turkish girls, beautiful.
You met
We should shoot a pod there.
Wait, you met with her in Turkey.
Yeah.
You did not know her.
Did not know her.
And you just like looked at the location of
I
who's
was okay.
in
So
Istanbul.
you can do who's around you.
Right.
And I'm at the Soho House in Istanbul,
Mhm.
and she was at the Soho House in Istanbul.
Oh, so you can like creep in that way, be like, oh, like who's kind of close to me?
If
Like,
you're at a
is
location and you can go
Yeah.
into your eye, it'll tell you who's around you, who's on the app.
that a new feature?
Probably
I
like
don't
2
remember.
years old.
When I was on it, right, I don't remember that
Yeah.
being the thing.
Well, now Raya has a whole new app called Places, which is strictly like it's not for dating. You can't see other people on it. It's strictly who on Raya when they're traveling. It's where those people go. So
What's
you go on Places, and it's like when you're in Istanbul, it gives you a list of restaurants that are the top ranked by Raya people.
How many girls, not necessarily you hooked up with, how many girls have you met on Raya?
Too many to count. Over 100 easily.
Over 100, over 200?
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh, that's wild. And it were, like
Yeah.
all those were dates?
Yeah.
So you've been on over 200 dates
In my life?
in this no,
No,
just
like-
under this Raya umbrella.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe 300.
I would love to see my data.
I
I
would
would love to see it. If you could print out my whole 6 years of it, I would be interested to see what it is.
It's probably north of 300.
Probably. When you said dates, I thought you were being nice.
I am being nice.
Yeah.
I'm being coy.
Yeah. Easily.
300 dates.
Dates.
And you're a
yeah.
closer.
I'm not in it to lose. Yeah. No,
So I
probably.
think-
No, probably. I would say,
Whoa.
yeah. I'm not going to say the number.
It's high.
It's very high.
It's very high.
But it's also like, it's because they're real people. You see like what they do for fun. You can see what music they listen to. Their Instagram has to be attached to it. You can see if, we have mutual friends.
Do you feel like it has desensitized anything for you in terms of like,
During COVID, it was rad.
yeah, I could see Ryan being great.
COVID
during
was a
COVID.
great year for Raya.
Because you could get in touch with everybody. Everybody's
Everyone.
lonely. Everyone's stuck in their crib. Your
Yep.
ride numbers were probably like all
Through
time.
the roof.
All time.
Yeah, that was Kobe era.
It was in and out. Literally in and out.
It was, yeah. Someone said it one time. They were like, Judas sending him home like a third base coach.
Yo. And I wasn't really around you during that time. We didn't hang
Yeah,
out
you-
during COVID,
yeah.
did we?
Yeah, you came over and we watched Judas and the Black Messiah.
That was during COVID.
And Brock pulled up in that, what car was that? The bigger Aston Martin with the dinosaur window? You remember that?
Our
Friend pulled up in the,
in an Aston Martin truck.
yeah,
Why?
because he picked you up from watching the movie.
Why was he driving an Aston Martin?
I think it was yours.
I didn't have an Aston Martin.
One of you guys had an Aston Martin truck.
I would like an Aston Martin. No.
Yeah, he pulled up in that.
But you were living with a few friends
Mhm.
during COVID.
Yeah, you
I
came
was-
over for a few movies.
I had a few friends staying with me during COVID. I remember seeing Judas and Black Messiah, but I felt like I didn't spend a lot of time with you guys.
No one spent a lot of time with anyone, bro.
Yeah,
Like all the people I lived with were paranoid about COVID.
Dude, COVID was so
spraying
much, I miss
all of-
COVID. COVID was so much fun.
Literally, people were like, "Oh my god, we have to stay home and watch movies and eat in." I'm like, "Wait, we don't get to leave."
I feel bad saying it because like it was such a terrible time for so
That's-
many
yeah.
people. So it's like such a like privileged place to be in, saying, "Oh, I had a great time during COVID," but it's true. I had a fucking blast.
Me too, dude.
I had a fucking
I had a
blast.
gym in my basement, a
Yeah.
movie theater in my basement,
Yeah.
and I lived with my boys.
Pretty much the same situation with me. I had a few friends get stuck in LA during that time. They just stayed with me, and we had like little micro parties at the crib, like 5, 6, 7, 8 people, and dude, it was just.
Dude,
it
I
was-
would show
it
up to
was-
my house with models because my buddy's brother, who came from New York during COVID, just did not go home.
I ain't gonna lie.
And I would show up to the house, and there'd be like 8 girls in the kitchen playing beer pong at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm like,
I won't say his name, but we had a friend, very big, famous athlete, really big time basketball player. He was throwing ragers like 4 times a week, dude, at his crib. Like party buses pulling up, like
Everybody has a Gucci mask.
Bro, we'd like just pregame at the crib. Like, man, we couldn't wait for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, it was just like we were just like we knew what time it was.
It actually like kind of baffles me.
We were so irresponsible.
Dude, we couldn't leave. Think about the lockdown we went through. We'll never experience another thing like that. We were not. There was curfews.
It was the most unique time in history.
It was wild.
Most unique time in
I remember
history.
I would walk down Beverly Hills on like Burton Way, not one car. I wouldn't see a car the entire walk. I'd walk for an hour.
Dude, I'd walk in and everything and everybody was happening. It's like all at once. Like these were like, they don't even have these type of parties anymore. Like this is like real LA house parties in the height of COVID. Like, and it was in a private neighborhood. So that's why like it wasn't going to get shut down. Like it was gated. Like 5-0 cops couldn't even get in. So it was gate kept and it was a lot of fun. Man, I miss it.
Okay.
So now that we've established that we are very qualified to give out dating advice, let's get into some of our questions.
So this is a question that you guys asked. I've been out with this girl twice. She's attractive. The convo's great, amongst other things. But my friend just told me he's seen her on OnlyFans.
What is your friend doing on OnlyFans? That'd be my first question.
Who are your friends?
Yeah, who are your friends, bro?
Sorry, that's so bad.
Yeah.
See ya. It also like
see ya
to the girl. If you're dating a girl, how would you take it?
He's not dating. He's 2 dates in.
But
so like, do you want to like?
Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, great, fine. But would you date an OnlyFans girl?
You hooked up with a girl that has an OnlyFans.
I
know.
Did.
I actually remember.
And it was great, and it was fun, but it is what it was.
Right. So maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he just wants it to be what it is, what it's gonna be. Long term, are you gonna date a girl that has OnlyFans? I wouldn't.
Me either.
But some people don't care.
Yeah.
How are you gonna bring it up to her? Because are you gonna just like give her 2 weeks notice? Or are you just gonna go like ghost mode and like not talk to her at all? Because she's gonna want to know. You got to bring it up.
How do you bring it up?
You're like, hey, does she have a link tree in her Instagram? Most of them do.
Does she have a link tree? Then everyone knows.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, if you have a link tree in your IG,
I do.
It's sus.
What do you mean?
A little bit. Well, okay, listen, I know it can take you to every different thing that you have.
Go subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh, man. Speaking of, we've had people recommend you have an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
We've had friends.
Numerous people have like, you should start an OnlyFans. I'm like, I'm good, thank you.
And do like character costumes.
They want me to wear Marvel outfits.
And wear Marvel outfits. Girls. And film having sex or just...
I've never entertained it. Not doing it.
Or just do like a whole bunch of like dick helicopter videos.
You spin me right around, baby, right around.
Like just one video is like in the Spider-Man and the next one's in fucking Jack Sparrow. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Nah, I think I personally probably couldn't date a girl that has an OnlyFans, but I'm also about like get your money, boo boo. Like I ain't even hating.
Yep.
You know, but it's not for me. Like, cause if my sister and my mom gotta ask me what my girl does, like I can't lie to them.
Yeah.
That's just not a fun conversation to have.
Yeah, like the one girl that I saw that was on OnlyFans, like I didn't necessarily care.
But not all OnlyFans girls are like promoting sexual videos. Some are just like,
farting in a jar and mailing it.
Is that a thing?
Are you kidding? There are numerous OnlyFans girls with millions of followers that fart in jars, mail them for thousands of dollars. Jeremiah. Yeah.
No way.
I swear.
Listen,
jar.
We are definitely a minute like we're sickos and all, but that's
that's next
we're crossing
level.
the line. I mean, the feet thing is already weird for me.
I don't get the feet.
There's a huge foot fetish community just in general, but definitely
there's a whole website for feet now.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's like feet pick
Only feet or
something, feet pick or something.
They should do only feet. Maybe I should trademark that and get it going. Just fucking rip percentages off of.
All right, we have some other really good questions. You'll be the king of this. What are some go-to phrases to let a girl down easy?
Why am I the king of that?
Because
let's
be real, you're not the one being let go of. You are always on the other side of ending things.
Typically.
So what would be?
I've been on the opposite side before. It's not fun.
Yeah, but okay, I'll take it back. You're not the king. You just run the whole show. What would be a go-to phrase for letting a girl down easy?
A go-to phrase for letting a girl down easy. It's not you, it's me.
But would you say that? That's a
Nah, I
classic,
wouldn't say
classic
that.
movie
I
line.
wouldn't say that.
I know what I would say.
What?
I don't want to waste your time. I've really enjoyed hanging out, but I just don't think you're the one. So any time that we do spend together further than this takes away you going and maybe finding the person that's right for you.
I think usually I just be like, man,
Deuces.
I gotta focus on work.
Is that
Mhm.
a cop out, or is that? I mean, I guess that's a
No, it's truly how I feel.
yeah.
Like if I feel like something's impeding progress and I'm focusing too much time on something,
And
even
it's not like the one.
no,
right?
no, there could be. It's been situations where there's girls I really liked,
Really?
and I'm just like, man, and I start psyching myself out. I'm like, yo, I'm spending too much time with her. I got to focus on work.
But don't you think if she was the one, you wouldn't even care? And that's how I feel.
What stage of your life are you in?
That's true.
You're building your career. Something has to suffer. It's either what you're focusing on in the workplace, or it's your relationship.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe there's an argument to be made. The significant other can help you build what you're trying to do. Maybe I've thought about it all wrong. You know, because
Yeah.
I'm always like, I think I'm so competitive. I've always had this mindset where I have to do it alone versus having someone help me get to where I want to go.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
So letting them down politely. Just, hey,
politely.
I got a lot going on. It's nothing against you, but
I
there's
think
other things I'd really like to focus on.
correct. Like
Yeah.
I cannot make this me and you the priority.
I
Right
think
now.
more people should probably take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Because most people are in relationships that are wrong for them when they could be putting that energy into something else.
Yeah,
That's more beneficial.
like
for
if you can't make her or him the priority, you might want to let them know.
Okay, this is a good one. I actually really like this. My girl is always face tuning every photo. Should I leave it, or does it say more about her as a person that I need to acknowledge?
Facetune, what's that?
Like they change all their photos to make them look different. I know a few girls that do this. Like you see their images and it's like, whoa, you're stunning. And then you see them in real life. And not that they're not stunning, but they don't look like their photo.
I mean, what's the difference between that and then putting on makeup? And you know, I
Yeah.
mean, isn't Facetune just like digital makeup?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's just a part of our reality at this point. Unless it's like Jurassic, you know, when the light hits
Sometimes
her,
it
like
is,
you go like,
though.
whoa. Like,
Sometimes it is.
yeah. Well, then if that's the case, then it's just false advertising.
Yeah. Dudes aren't face tuning their face. We're not, making, maybe some are, making our biceps look bigger or whatever. Usually when you see a photo of a guy,
It's pretty accurate.
it's pretty accurate
It's
to
pretty
what they look
accurate.
like. But sometimes I've had this where
I've
you
had it
go on
too.
a date and you're like,
Is there anything worse than when you pull up to a date and she does not look like how you were expecting her to look like based on her photos?
that's one of the hardest
It's
things.
tough because you like want to be nice and respectful, but you also want to get out of Dodge.
Yeah. That's why I've actually switched to coffee dates.
You're a good coffee date guy. Have you hooked up after the coffee date?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have had coffee
Mhm.
and then just like got horny post coffee?
Yeah. But but here's the thing. I had one really bad date at Republique and I was excited. She's very pretty. And I order, I know what I like to drink, dry Tannicky Red, right? She tries every wine on the menu. I mean, there's 20. Tries
Like
a sip,
glasses?
tries a sip, and then she goes, none of these are great. Bottle of champagne, $200.
Red flag, bro.
So
Bye.
These are actually pretty fun. Thank you guys for sending them in.
Because she can't cook. When she
Number
says
9.
she can't cook or clean,
Okay, ask that one.
bye.
Wait, that was it. You just answered it.
No, I was actually just joking.
If she can't cook or clean, deuces.
Wait, I was joking.
But there's some truth behind that. There's some pain behind those eyes. You're the cooker, though.
I am, but it's also there's something nurturing. I don't really care about it. I mean, clean up yourself. Like,
Yeah, we're not talking. You're not deep cleaning the house.
no,
Like,
I don't need you to like be the housekeeper. I just like
don't be leaving dirty dishes in the sink.
right.
Yeah, if there's hair in the shower,
No, man.
take that out.
Yo,
Pet peeve. That hair from the shower, you clean that out.
you know what the first thing I do if I'm at a girl's crib?
What do you check?
I check the toilet, bro.
What do you mean? Like you lift it?
Yeah, like
Because if there's pee around the brim, another dude's been there.
not even that. I'm just like I'm trying to
Truth,
see how
though.
kept the toilet is. Like if you got like if there's like marks in there, anything sus, bro, not happening.
If you got a Jackson Pollock on there, you're
Not
good.
happening, bro. I've been in a situation, bro.
There's a funny video online. This dude's at this girl's house, and he goes to the bathroom to pee and he folds the seat up and another guy wrote in Sharpie on the bottom of the toilet, "Run, dude."
No.
On the bottom of the toilet. Like a note to the next guy, "Fucking run."
He's a hero.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation with a girl, and then somehow we ended up back at her place, bro. And I'm just like scoping things out. I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm scoping things out.
Little detective.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a detective, just in terms of how you keep yourself.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I go into the bathroom, and it's a little messy inside. I was like, oh, shit. I was a little nervous. I was like, man, but, sometimes you just want to power through. And so I was a little lit, so I wasn't really all the way locked in. So I left the toilet to pee, bro. Dog.
Out. Did you stay or did you leave?
Hell no, I didn't stay.
Okay, how did that go?
How'd I get out?
Yeah, how'd you get out?
So when it was like, this is a girl I've been talking to for a couple of weeks.
And this ended it.
It was over. We were about to like get into it, sexually. And I like poked a hole in the condom. And so I opened up the condom and I was like, oh shit, like I'll go down to the store down the street.
Never came back?
No, first she was like, oh, that's okay, like you don't need it. I was like, no, I definitely need it. I was like, I'll be back. I'll probably be back.
And if she opens up her nightstand and has a bunch, you're also wanting to leave.
That's a whole Have you been there?
Oh my God, I don't have a condom. Yeah, don't worry about it. Drawer opens, 4 bottles of lube and 200.
Run, bro.
What kind of condom do you wear? Deuces. What?
It's like she just like
literally
just like all the different types of.
It's like the heavyweights.
She's opened up a vest and it's every condom ever made.
Magnums, skins, Trojan, ribbed, not.
Lambskin? Yo.
So you literally just bounced.
No, so I was like, dog, I can't just like dip and not ever talk to her again. So I was like, you know what? Like another night. I was like, it's all good. Let's just go like, so I just let her down that way and then I never talked to her again.
To the toilet.
Just ruined
deal
it,
breaker.
Man. It's a deal. Just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Can't have floaters or even if it's micro ones, it's still a wrap for me, bro.
Yeah, done.
I might be weird. Maybe I'm weird. And I feel like on the cooking side, no, like a girl doesn't need to be like 5-star chef, nothing like that. But there's a nurturing element. And I do love to cook. You know me. I love cooking. It's like a love language of mine.
Do you think you would enjoy someone cooking you that quality of a meal for yourself?
Absolutely. As a man, like you kind of want to be nurtured, Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Some girls just don't know how to cook at all. I'm the black sheep of my family. Like all 4 of my sisters and my brother, incredible.
But you can always learn. But you can always learn how to cook.
I'm pretty good at it, not compared to you.
Yeah.
Like you admit, you would put me to shame.
Well, I get psycho with it, Yeah. I'm so.
But I want to get to
detail
that point,
oriented with it.
Like I think that I get why it's your love language. There's nothing that shows you care more than taking the time. Anyone could take someone to dinner, right, and have a nice meal. It takes a lot to figure out what they like, go to the store, buy every ingredient, go home, cook it, and then like you're kind of putting yourself out there hoping that it tastes good.
Yeah.
It's way, way more thoughtful than like taking someone to dinner.
I think so. You share a connection with that person. It's like such a bonding moment to sit down and enjoy a meal. Like even if they're your sous chef, even if they're helping you, it's such a unique, I think, experience with someone that you really like to have.
Yeah.
And that's something I love to do. And it's something that I've grown into love doing. I didn't always do that. I didn't always do that, but it's something I started because a girl I dated years ago, she had like the craziest hours at work. She was in school to be an architect. And so like, I was at nighttime, she wouldn't come home till like 11, 12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. She'd be at the studio, like crazy. Architect hours are crazy. And so like I would start cooking for her like late at night. And when she would come home, like she'd have something to eat. You know what I mean? And like then that kind of just turned.
Probably really appreciated it.
Yeah, man. Like it definitely like it was awesome. Like for sure.
My like top love language is quality time. You go to dinner, you're out of there in 2 hours. If you're cooking and eating, that's like a 3-hour thing of spending time together, having wine, laughing, learning, it's much more interactive.
What are your love languages?
Quality time, physical touch.
Physical touch.
Yeah.
I would say mine are quality time, physical touch, and acts of service. Cooking is acts of service for me.
100%.
Right? So it's active service for sure.
My sister made so much fun of me. I was like, quality time and physical touch. And she goes, every guy's love language is physical touch. And I was like,
That's probably true.
she said it. I think it's a combination of all of them. You need all of them. But yeah, quality time. But that goes into cooking. That's like you're cooking for hours.
Yeah, cooking for hours.
And just time together there.
Time
I think
together.
about even that with like cooking with the boys, like when we do the grilling,
Yeah.
right? That's a whole day of me making a salad, you grilling, one of our friends doing that, and it's hours of hanging out, and then you get to share this thing you've been working on.
It's shared.
It's a shared experience, and it's so fun. This is one of the questions from you guys.
So one of the questions from the audience or from you guys is, what is the first thing you notice on a girl? Like, where do your eyes go when a girl walks past you?
Mine's an Al Pacino. The eyes, Chico. The eyes. I'm a huge
You
eye.
look at a girl's eyes first?
Well, it depends. Are they walking away? Or are they walking by me? Because if they're walking by me, eyes.
Really?
Huge. That's why every girl I've dated has like blue, beautiful eyes.
Mine's straight to the butt. Immediately. Every time. I actually have a really good...
Straight to the butt.
I have a really clever way of, like, without having to completely break your neck, if you spot a beautiful girl coming at you, like walking towards you, I turn my head first. Like, I'm looking back.
And they walk into it.
And they walk into it. Now they're walking into my line of sight.
Now they got it. Now you got the secret sauce.
Yeah, it's always.
So, if she's over there and she's going that way, you'll be like, oh, I wonder who's over at.
I've definitely been like on a date in my past before, where like I was with the date and then a beautiful girl walked past me. I like had to turn my head like 5 seconds early.
Okay, so I take it back. Probably butt for first thing.
I'm a bug. I'm
But,
definitely
like,
a bug guy.
Biggest attraction.
I don't. Are you like a? I don't really care about. I don't.
I like those.
How do we present those
Is it a bust?
boobs?
Bust?
I don't
Boob?
care. I really don't.
Really?
care. I don't care.
I think I'm a fan. And,
I'm cool with them.
but just a handful. That's all you need.
I'm cool with them. It's a bonus for me, really. But it's I don't.
What's like a
cool, I'm
deal
cool.
breaker? Like me, I'm a big smile guy. If you got some shit in your teeth and you're like, don't take care of your teeth.
Bad teeth. Yeah, bad teeth. Bad teeth.
Like
bad.
they don't. And I love girls that have like the invite thing. Like they don't have. It's not like a straight thing. It's like a you take care of your teeth thing.
Bad teeth, bad nails. It tells a story.
All right,
I'm good.
let's read another one of
Okay.
these. I love this one because this reminds me of something I brought up with my sisters.
Okay.
If a girl brings up astrology in the first conversation, no big deal or red flag.
Man, I just had a whole astrology situation with my sister and her 2 friends.
And they believe in it.
Oh, what?
Dude, my 4 sisters too.
My sister's friend, she's like, what are you? And I was like, I'm a Leo. And she's like, what time were you born? I was like, I don't know. She's like, oh, because that's really like what your like fallen moon is, or something with the moon.
Rising moon,
fallen moon. And she was like, she goes, Leos are blank, blank, and a freak. That's what she said to me. I mean,
when this girl I went on a date with read mine,
Yeah.
that's funny. I text my mom. It reminds me of that meme where the son, it's like, son, mom, what time was I born? And mom goes, she's not the one for you. That's the mom's reply. But I text my mom, I was like, will you send me a photo of my birth certificate? And then the girl did. She plugged it into this app called Pattern, I think it's called. And she read me my
Yeah.
chart spot on.
maybe there's a case to be made about how all that works, but at the same time, like I'm down to get into a light convo about it. But if we're like going on a deep dive, like date one,
It's almost like if a
I'm
guy
good.
goes all the way over here on talking about sports.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear about
No.
who had these points. You know what I mean? Like, who cares what Jokic had? You don't like sports.
Some girls like sports though. What you mean?
Some guys like astrology.
How many? Okay.
There are guys out there that like astrology. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not like super into it. I think it's interesting. I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna read the last question. Is it a deal breaker if a girl that you like has hooked up with your brother or friend? Maybe
Yeah,
brother
wait.
and friend.
I was gonna say brother.
Brother and friend, because I feel like if you don't have a brother, definitely a
I was gonna
close
say
friend.
if she hooked up with my brother, definite no. If she hooked up with one of my friends, also,
Close friend?
yeah, no. I don't think I for sure could not hook up with anyone my brother had. We have totally different styles of girls. Here's the thing: could I maybe hook up with them? Have I? Have my friends hooked up with girls that I've hooked up with?
Yeah.
What do you call that? Eskimo buddies? or
Eskimo bros.
Tunnel bros. I have had that. Could I date or actually see someone that you've hooked up with? No.
You've
But I'll
dated
tell
half
you
of
what,
LA.
and
You
a
have.
few of my friends have dated some of those, and it did not go well.
No, you've been in some situations with some of your
I
friends.
was always the first one,
I don't doubt that.
never the second.
I don't doubt that.
So how am I in the wrong here?
I don't know if you're not in the wrong.
And it got muddy. Water got muddy.
Water got muddy because were you transparent that you had hooked up with that girl
Yes.
already? Or did they find out after they already had their feelings?
No. They knew. And the problem was that we hooked up, they dated seriously, and then we had to hang out.
Oof.
And I'm like, dude,
and you know what that's like because you're like, hey, I've been there, brother. Yeah.
I'm also like, oh, we're gonna hang. We're buddy. No,
You've been in some entanglements.
Have you been in any entanglements?
No. First of all, I would if it's somebody my brothers talked to or dated, definitely not. Close friend, definitely not.
Have you had one with either of your brothers that was?
I've been in a situation where it was several years ago. I was newly single. My brother was newly single, and he was talking to this girl, and then he liked a girl, and they hooked up, and like I thought she was attractive, but that was as far as it went. And then for whatever reason, it didn't work out with them, and I ended up finding myself with her randomly, like the most random occurrence. I come out of the nightclub, and she's on the street, and she looks at me. She's like, Jeremiah? And I like looked at her. I was like, yo, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, I'm in town with my friends. She's like, come with us to another nightclub. So we go to the nightclub. I'm having a blast with her. We're starting to flirt heavy. And I'm just like, uh-oh. Like I was thinking this like, man, I don't know. Like, can I take it there? Like, it's kind of a little strange. And then we kind of looked at each other and I was like, I really want to. And she was like, so do I. And I was like, but too soon. It was too soon. Like, it wasn't like it'd been years.
Yeah.
It was like not that far removed from when they kind of stopped talking.
You felt like it would have hurt your brother's feelings.
No, it just was like, it's just weird.
Didn't feel good.
This didn't feel good. It felt weird.
Isn't it funny how your body will tell you that?
My brother wouldn't care. He wouldn't care.
But you
it
just
felt weird.
feel it. So the answer to that question is no. It is a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker. It is a deal breaker.
Don't do it.
But
don't do what you done.
But we have friends who don't care at all.
They don't care.
They don't care at all.
I have friends that ask for handoffs.
Handoffs?
Well, hey, that girl that you were talking to, could you set me up with her? And I have no problem.
Like Aikman, Emmett Smith. Like
Literally,
just straight.
here you go. Take it. They get tackled out the one, but.
Have you ever, because of your output, here in LA?
Don't limit me to a city.
Well, no, fair. I know you're worldwide. Have there ever been a situation though where like the girl like is
After?
like,
Yes.
after what?
After they're together.
After no during them being
Yes,
together.
and then definitely
when you
after.
two are or she's like looking at you like, hey, like fuck,
Yeah.
I kind of miss you. Like
Yeah.
kind of oof.
It's not fun.
Have you ever gone down that path?
No.
No.
No. And you know what's funny is
Okay.
I got in trouble for not going down that path and telling him. I told him, I was like, hey man, we were super hammered. We exchanged a few texts and he was like, oh my God, like freaked out.
And this is after he'd already started dating her?
After he cheated on her and they broke up. They were not together. Post them being broken up, there was a wild night. We got pretty drunk and we were exchanging texts. And I received one that was like, hey, I wish we still blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, I kind of do too. I'm drunk. But then the next day told him.
Yeah.
And I'm the asshole.
So he felt like you broke the bro code.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't physically touch her,
Bro code. Get out of here, dude. I was there first.
You were there for.
You bro coded.
It's not a piece of property, bro. It's not like you're playing like Sims. Like you're not like this is.
Oh, if we're okay, Jeremiah. If you are seeing a girl for a few months, right?
Yeah.
And then I date her.
Yeah.
Bro code.
Correct.
So if you hook up with her again after I dated her, there's no bro code on that. I can't get mad at you for hooking up with a girl you hooked up with before I even met her.
Correct.
So where's the bro code?
It's all slippery.
Don't get with people your boys have been with.
Or your brother.
That's it. Or your brother.
Or your brother. Family. It's just weird. It's gross. It's
not good.
Not good.
Let's end on a better question.
Yeah, let's end on a better question. Let's do one more. Lip filler. Yes, please.
Oh, you want to get into
Let's get into lip filler, please.
Okay. This is a good one. We deal with this a lot. Is there such thing as too much lip filler asking for a friend? Way to be anonymous with that one.
How about no lip filler?
0. None. Zilch.
I don't know if I've ever kissed a girl with lip filler. Our female producer has said, there's no chance that I have never kissed a girl with lip filler.
You have 100%. 100%. I'm not going to rattle off names here, but there's the last two that I know of for sure, bro.
Absolutely not. The last one, absolutely not. The one before that,
I think we're both living in La La Land.
no. Oh, fuck, bro. See,
yeah.
I can't even tell.
Dude,
I can't even tell.
One of the girls that I dated, when we were together, got a nose job, ran into her at a party with you, almost did not recognize her. Almost didn't recognize her. She looked like a different person. If you didn't know them before, how would you even know what they looked like? Whoever dates my ex will never know what she looked like pre-filler nose job era.
Hold on. But I feel like nose job, I would never know. But lip filler, most 9 times out of 10, like you like, yo, that's because it's never like the right amount. It's always a little bit more than it should be in most cases.
So do you think she's wrong? Do you think you've never kissed a girl with lip filler?
Bro, I examine lips.
Lip examiner.
Because like already like, just naturally because I'm like a clean neat freak, like the lips are one of the first things I look at because I want to make sure you Gucci there.
If she has like cracked lips?
Cracked lips I get a little weirded out. And sometimes I just need to be hydrated.
Nothing better than a nice dry kiss.
Dry kiss, bro.
See ya.
Nope. Most of the girls I've talked to are just completely natural. Okay, most.
You are living on cloud nine.
I know I'm out of here.
Most of the girls.
I'm out of here. My hands are raised.
Those are great questions. Thank you guys for asking. Those are good. Those are funny.
Those are good.
Thank you guys so much for sending in all your questions. Again, keep them coming. Click the link below for the newsletter with the menu. That's where you get the full episode with us, as well as the playlist and all of our 5 stars and the songs and the list of the movies we have. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.